Now let's turn our attention to Africa, to South Africa, where a grand ceremony took place today. Cyril Ramaphosa was sworn in as president for his second full term, and leaders from all over the world came to celebrate. But it wasn't business as usual in Pretoria, because this isn't the same Ramaphosa. He's now a humbled figure. His party, the African National Congress, or ANC, lost its parliamentary majority in last month's general election. So Ramaphosa now helms a coalition government. Today he acknowledged this fact. He acknowledged that South Africans have been disappointed by his party and he's promised to do better. Here's our report.
The people of South Africa have stressed that they are impatient with political bickering and the endless blame game amongst politicians and political parties. They want us to put their needs and aspirations first, and they want us to work together for the sake of our country. Today, I stand before you as your humble servant to say that we have heard you. The formation of a government of national unity is a moment of profound significance. It is the beginning of a new era.
Cyril Ramaphosa is back. Once again, he has taken oath as South Africa's president. It was a grand ceremony. You had marching bands and cannons being fired. There was also an air show. And of course, Ramaphosa's supporters were there, singing and dancing, celebrating their president's return.
I'm happy that the African National Congress Party won regardless of what people were saying. Forward with our president, we love him very much. We are all here filling up this place for our president. We are excited that he is being sworn in today. It's his day today. To our president we say, Viva President Ramaphosa, viva.
Normally, that would have been the common sentiment. The ANC has won every election in the last 30 years. But it is different this time around. The party didn't get an absolute majority on its own. So, it was forced to form a coalition government with its biggest rival, the Democratic Alliance Party. No one knows how this coalition government will perform, especially amid growing opposition. Some of Ramaphosa's opponents chose to skip his inauguration, as though to send a message that he should expect a tough fight during this presidential term. It's a reality that Ramaphosa must accept, but that reality will set in tomorrow. Today was about celebrating his return. There was almost a festive spirit in the South African winter air. It wasn't a public holiday. The government was clear about that. But arrangements were made for visitors, for supporters who wanted to attend Ramaphosa's swearing-in ceremony at Pretoria's union buildings. Free shuttle rides had been arranged to draw in the crowd. It seems that Ramaphosa wanted a packed house. After all, he had friends to impress. Leaders had flown in from around Africa. The presidents of Nigeria, Namibia, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Mauritius, Angola, and the DR Congo were all present. They were all present on the main stage, next to Ramaphosa. Then you had South African royalty, who graced the inauguration with their presence, and also issued a warning.
My biggest wish, one Uguti president, be honest. Honest, nothing else, be honest. Politicians, be honest. Don't gamble with the lives of South African citizens, because next time, they will not tolerate it.
That may be the biggest takeaway from the whole inauguration. Beyond the pomp and ceremony lies a warning for the ANC. They barely managed to retain power this time, so they need to do better. They need to earn the people's trust back, or this grand oath-taking ceremony could be the last for the ANC.